Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan and welcome to Foodiligence, the place where I eat the food so you don't have to, but in some cases you might want to. Today we're going to Blaze Pizza and I'm ordering a pizza with everything on it, so I'll see you there. Alright, so I'm going to quickly go through all the toppings they have at Blaze Pizza and what I put on the pizza, so bear with me here. For the sauce, we got the spicy red sauce, cheeses, feta, goat, gorgonzola, mozzarella, parmesan, ricotta, shredded mozzarella, and vegan cheese. For the meats, we got Applewood Bacon, grilled chicken, Italian meatballs, Italian sausage, pepperoni, salami, smoked ham, and spicy chorizo. For the vegetables, we got artichokes, banana peppers, black olives, cherry tomatoes, chopped garlic, fresh basil, green peppers, jalapenos, olives, mushrooms, oregano, pineapple, red onions, red peppers, roasted garlic, and spinach, and then we topped it all off with arugula. It was kind of weird to go to Blaze Pizza and ask them for a pizza with everything on it. It took them like 7 minutes to make the pizza, and I felt kind of bad just standing there and just like watching them like put a little piece of everything on the pizza. But for value wise, you can't beat this pizza. It was in just under 2.5 pounds, and it was all for $8.99. So that's honestly a steal for calorie to cost ratio, but it is an insane amount of food to be putting into your body at one time. Pizza had 2,440 calories. It had 139 grams of fat. It had 300% of your daily value of sodium. That's insane, and I think a lot of that has to do with some of the vegan choices on there. And then it has 173 grams of carbs, and it has 115 protein. That's an entire day's worth of food just on one pizza, and I can devour that thing in like 5 to 10 minutes. It's insane. And it's not necessarily the best thing for you, but it is an enjoyable thing to just get a pizza like that and have them put everything on it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to eat an entire slice of this pizza. I'm going to tell you what stands out about it. Is it worth getting every single topping on the pizza? And then what I would do differently when I build my own pizza. So let's get into the taste test. And also a Diet Coke, because we wouldn't want to be unhealthy today, right? This is almost impossible to pick up. It's just falling over itself. And just like that, 400 calories gone. And this pizza is really good, honestly. Like, there's a lot of flavors going on in it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a lot of foods in the pizza are being overshadowed by other foods. So that's why I don't think it's necessary to get every single topping, but there are some standout toppings on this pizza. So starting with the cheeses, I think all of these cheeses are fantastic. I think putting them all together just creates an amazing foundation for the pizza, and just they melt together and you can really taste the individual characteristics of the cheeses, and they're just so creamy and melty and they just pull apart and it's beautiful. So I think all the cheeses are a home run in this aspect. The only cheese that I'm against is actually going to be the vegan cheese, and it's no offense to any of my vegan people. It does have a good taste. It just doesn't melt when you put it in the oven, and then it just kind of falls out of the pizza, and it's kind of annoying and it kind of gets in the way. So I'm not really for the vegan cheese, but every other cheese, put it on there, good deal. Moving on to the meats. None of the meats really stood out overall, but there would be occasional bites where you'd be like, oh, that was a meatball, or oh, that was a sausage, or oh, that was a pepperoni. And that was the good part of the meats, is they didn't overwhelm anything, but for the most part you didn't need all of them to get the overall meaty feeling of this. The vegan chorizo, I know I sound like a broken drum hating on these vegan parts, actually was kind of overwhelming because it was spicy, and it really, you could tell when you got a bite of it, and it kind of overwhelmed the pizza a little bit. So I wasn't against the chorizo or the vegan part. I just didn't like the spice like going all over the pizza and then making it affected by that. For the veggies, I really thought the banana peppers would stand out more. They didn't. I thought the artichokes would stand out. They didn't. The olives actually did stand out, but maybe that's because they had like 3 different types of olives. So I definitely think scale down the olives a little bit. You only need 1 type of olive, and you still have a good tasting pizza. The jalapenos really stood through just because they have such a raw flavor, and then the spice just cuts through everything else. So if you enjoy jalapenos, it's really good add to the pizza, but if you're kind of hesitant on it, just make sure you understand that they do dominate the flavors of the pizza. I'm a big fan of garlic, so having roasted garlic and then garlic sprinkled across it, I'm a big fan. One thing I'm not a fan of is cherry tomatoes. I didn't like that they're just kind of cut in half and put on the pizza. I don't like seeing a giant tomato on my pizza. And then I also don't like that when you get one of those, it's taking up the entire bite. Like your bite is going to be just a tomato and maybe you'll get some crust or something. But for the most part, they kind of dominate how much space it's taking up. So when you get a bite of a tomato, you're eating a tomato, and that's just not what I'm trying to do with this pizza. I'm trying to blend everything together. But for the most part, a lot of these vegetables were kind of just had lesser roles just because they're overshadowed by the intense flavors of the other things on the pizza, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just you gotta know when to use what. That's how pizzas are made, right? So next time you go to build your own pizza kind of place, my advice to you is don't be shy with the toppings. I know a lot of people go there and they're like, oh, I'll get like 4, maybe 5 toppings. Load that pizza up. It's the same price. I think it's worth branching out, maybe trying 1 new topping every time you go, but you definitely don't need to go overboard with these toppings because after a while, they just blend together and you won't be able to tell, and you never know. You might find a topping that you will love, and it's going to be your new go-to topping on your pizza, so make sure you have an open mind and you just try some new things on your pizza. It's not going to hurt you. But my name's Ryan. You've been watching Foodiligence. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any good food ideas that you want me to eat or you want to see reviewed, leave them down in the comments below. I thoroughly enjoyed making this video, and if you want to be notified of the new videos every week, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, leave a like. It means a lot to me, helps the channel grow, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.